to do with the hair. So I want to talk about the K recovery, okay? K recovery is a keratin protein. It is not a keratin treatment, okay? So don't get it confused. It's a protein treatment, not a keratin treatment. So it's not gonna make the hair straight or anything like that. All it is gonna do is it's going to protect the hair before you start bleaching or during bleaching, okay? So how do we use this, Mickey? All right, so if the client comes in and you're like looking at them and you're like, there's no way I'm putting bleach in your hair. Like just no. But guess what? You can't say no to the service, but you can say yes to the client, right? What are we gonna do to make sure that maybe in a week from now I can do your highlights? You're gonna do a K recovery treatment on them. There's two ways to do it. You can do a blowout service, right? So what you're gonna do is you're going to wash them, and then you're gonna put this on and blow dry them, right? So that's one service, and then send them home. What this is gonna do is going to you guys get your nails done, right? When you get your nails done, before they put the paint, they put like a nice foundation in there.
Primer.
Thank you so much. I don't get my nails done, so it's like a base coat.
I get it done all the time.
That's pretty much what K recovery is. It's like a base coat for you to start bleaching their hair, to put the paint on it. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. So after you do this, you send them home and tell them, hey, make sure you do some conditioning treatments like the net mask and blah, blah, and I'll see you in a week. When they come back, the hair is gonna be a little bit stronger because you added proteins in there, and aminos and everything. If you notice, everything that I put in here, everything has aminos and proteins. That's all they have in here. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? So, another service that you're gonna use is that I use it a lot because sometimes I don't have the time to send them home. I rarely send people home because I want to get them done there. So, if a hair is a little, but you can still do it, what you're gonna do is, there's two ways. You're gonna do the highlight, right? And the hair that is not put in the highlight, you're gonna put K recovery on. Okay? So while the hair is lifting, all the hair is getting fixed up. Okay? Adding proteins, aminos, and stuff like that because you're just gonna put it. So what I do is I take all the hair and I braid it, and then I just put it on there and kind of play with it for a little bit and just let it sit while it's lifting. Okay? What you're thinking, well, what happened to the hair that's in the highlight? Well, the A-Tice powder is gonna make sure that in the bleach, it's gonna make sure that it's making it healthy, okay? So that's the two services that you can do. So the first service is do a blowout. You can do as many as you want until the hair, you feel like the hair is good to go, okay? That's what the K recovery is for, is to prepare the hair so you can do highlights or balayage or whatever you feel like, or color, okay? So again, this is an additional service that you have to charge your client. You can do it in between, anywhere in between $20 and $30. Again, it's almost like adding this to the bleach, right? So only like 20 or 30 bucks, not that much, because you're not really like doing too much. You're already doing it in the service that you're already doing. Okay? Is that cool? You guys got it?
So if you the person comes in, the integrity of their hair is compromised, we're not gonna do highlights today. So what would you do? Shampoo first, then apply that after? Or how would you do
so
that?
you will
for that
shampoo
blowout
them
service?
with the fast repair system.
Okay.
And then you will come back and apply this and blow dry it in.
And just blow dry it into the hair,
yes.
Send them home with like some of the good products and
exactly.
say fix your hair and come back.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can come back next week or so and we can do the same service again, see how the integrity is. Because sometimes it takes a couple of times to actually get that hair healthy.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one way to do it. Or if the integrity of the hair is like medium, but you can actually do something with it, just put it on the extra hair
that you leave out.
You can also, if you feel like the hair that you're putting on the foil needs a little bit more, you can actually mix it with the bleach as well. So you can what you can do is you can put it on and mix it with the bleach, and it will be okay. Like it's not gonna do some chemical reaction or anything like that. Okay.
You mean paint it on the foil?
Yeah. and then.
But not mix it in your bleach formula.
So before 8 times powder, the reason why you can mix it in the foil is because 8 times powder was invented. K-Recovery was 8 times powder.
So you can.
Yes. So you can,
Gotcha.
but again, if you mix it with the 8 times powder and the bleach, you're wasting products because now your 8 times powder is there.
Yeah.
So why mix this? And it's just not making any sense. So if you feel like the hair is like super crazy. Exactly. If you added this,
I'm
you
desperate.
can use it. But just remember, this is powder on powder. So your consistency is gonna be different. This is liquid and powder. So now you're gonna have to make sure that it's not gonna be more 1-to-1 or anything like that anymore. Okay? So that's different ways to use it, but somebody had a question right here.
Is it like creamy or
I'm gonna pass it
liquidy or
around.
gel?
And it smells delicious too. When I put it, people think that they're like getting like what's that? I forget the name of it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it around. Just smell it. You can smell it.
Like it's a fresh scent or
You
it's
can-
Oh, it is thick.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like
Like a gel?
not a gel,
Like a cream.
like a creamy base. Yeah.
You're talking about epoxy?
No. Fabuloso. Smells like fabuloso.
Yeah, purple.
Very fresh scent.
People are like, man, you're cleaning my hair completely. I'm like, yes, I am cleaning your
Yeah,
hair.
because you ain't washed it.
Yeah, you don't haven't taken care of it at
By the
all.
way, how does that smell? How does the ripple smell?
I'm
Like
sorry.
you need some
Ripple
serious.
is not the air.
The
Yeah,
blend.
is that nice too?
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Yes.
Okay.
So the main ingredient here is argan oil.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what's protecting it and stuff. It also has a blue pigment, as you can see. So it's actually helping you with the tone of the hair. One thing that I wanted to mention, most of the time, when I'm doing my my balayage or my highlights, if I lifting them to that level 10, I don't tone the hair. Okay? Because we're passing through those stages of yellow and orange, and trust me, it does pass. When you rinse it off, most of the time you don't have to tone the hair. So most of if you see my Instagram, most of those blondes that I see, it's been toned like maybe on the roots to blend in with the blonde, but the rest of it is not being toned. So again, that's saving you money. For me, it's about saving money, right? Because I'm a salon owner and a stylist. So I like to keep money in my pocket from my clients, not give them back to them. I know the distributor is gonna hate me for saying that, but at the end of the day, we are gonna buy more products from them because again, we're making the hair healthy for the clients. So trust me, I know I keep saying this, but once you try it, it will change the way you think about hair. The owner can tell you she's been using it, and for the fact that she only has a few products here, the line is very small too, so you don't have to get all complicated. They care about blondes and nothing else. So what I mean about blonde, it's not like Barbie blonde. Anything lifted that's gonna be lighter than what you're going from, that's what they care about. So it changed the world, the way I do hair. So so that's K-Recovery. You guys have any questions on that? So what are the one way that we can do it? Tell me.
A blowout service
Yeah, and what's the second way?
in between foils.
Yeah, perfect. Or with the foils. You can mix it with the bleach, okay? So that's perfect. Okay, so the second product I'm gonna talk about, because I'm gonna go in order of how I will use it at the salon, okay? Because it's just easier that way. So we went through this guy, 8 times powder and everything. My fourth product that I'm gonna talk about is Deluxe Prime, the first Deluxe Prime Clear Miracle. So this product here, I love.
It's amazing.
Yes, put a star next to it.
It's amazing.
There's a couple products that you're gonna have to put a star next to it because it's ingredients to make sure that you have. This guy right here has so many ways to use it. Number one way is if you're a precision cutter, it's amazing because once you spray in the hair, it kind of gives it that nice silk to kind of keep going and it's not gonna dry out, okay? It also builds elasticity, it reconstructs the hair, so it's like kind of rebuilding it. So another way that I use it is, how many of you guys have done a foil full highlight, and all of a sudden in the back you're like, oh, it's already done, right? And we're like, oh, we gotta what do? Run to the shampoo bowl, and now you have the client in the shampoo bowl upside down, doing a handstand, I don't know, some weird stuff, right? We get all crazy. Well, with this guy, you don't have to do that anymore. You keep them in the chair. Again, it's an experience, so keep them in the chair nice and easy. And what you do is you're gonna have somebody or yourself take out the foils, take out the residue, spray this on, and it stops oxidation up to 70%. Okay? So now you don't have to worry about running to the shampoo bowl, wasting time, right? And then having to sit down upside down or forward like this, which is very uncomfortable for them. And then coming back over here, it just becomes a mess. Like literally it becomes. So with this, you just spray it, work it through, get a towel, spray it again, and let it sit. It stops the oxidation of the bleach and stuff like that. So now you don't have to worry about it. I use this like literally. I have it like this in my station, and I carry. If I had a gun holder, I would probably carry it like next, like like a cowboy. I'll be like, yeah! I spray everybody in my salon. I'm like, all my stylists, some of them use it, but some of them they still haven't get through the hair that is like good product, and I see them sometimes coming over and I'm like, stop it. But even when they're not using it and I see them, they're struggling a little bit, I go there and I'm like, and I spray their clients, and their clients like, what's happening? But it helps out. So that's one really good way to use it, so you don't have to go back to the shampoo bowl. The next way to use it is I do a lot of teasing, right? So when I do a lot of teasing, what happens? The hair gets accumulated, and then you wet it, and then it's like, it gets stuck in there. So I don't like to do that. So what I do is I spray this, and it's an amazing detangler. It just goes right after the shampoo. I just spray it on the shampoo all over, and I grab one of those white brushes, and it just comes right out. So it's a great detangler. Okay. Then right after I take them after the shampoo, before I blow dry them, I spray it just a little bit, because it's just it's putting elasticity and reconstructing the hair, so why not, right?
Does it get heavy?
No, it's not. I'm gonna pass it around because I want you guys to put it on your body or whatever you wanna do with
So
it.
it's our new perfume.
It's a perfume pretty much, yes.
Okay, would it be more for us or more possible retail also?
It's for retail as well, yes. Hello, how are you?
Smells good.
It's for retail as well, because the client can use it. So how many of them have kids? Everybody has kids, right? And guess what kids do when you brush their hair? They scream and they go crazy. I have a 7-year-old, and I haven't heard her scream since I don't know when, because I've been using the Deluxe Prime to make sure that at the end of the day, I spray her and I just brush it out, and then I just towel dry her, and then she's good to go. So
Sounds like a plan.
sounds like a plan to you, right? We hate brushing our kids' hair because of that. The other reason why I love using that is because a lot of clients, they go home and they don't brush their hair like we do over here. We're very gentle sometimes, blah, blah, blah. We know what to do. When they go home and they get out of the shower, guess what? Yes! And I hate that sound. I hate that. And I'm like, oh my God, you're ripping right through your hair. Like, then they come back and you see all those little hairs through here. It's why? Because they're being ripping through the hair. Like, they're really ripping through the hair. So if it's not and you're trying to take it out, it's gonna rip. So make sure that you can send it to them, and they'll love it.
You said protection. Is it just thermal or UV?
Yes,
Or
thermal, UV, anything. So it's literally, it says here, it reconstructs, it builds elasticity, flexibility, anti-frizz, shine, protection. It pretty much Jesus in a bottle, okay?
I bet that would be a great product for them to spray on their hair before they jump into the pool to keep the chlorine from really grabbing.
That's
on
true
the
too,
lines.
yes. That's a good one, yeah. So if they're jumping in pools and stuff like that, you can spray it, they can spray. So make sure I will wet it and then spray the hair, too.
Do you have your extension clients use it like before they get in the pool so it doesn't turn?
My extension clients, I have to be really careful how they use products. But yeah, they can use it. But I have more of a conditioner that I tell them to put, mix it with water, because the extensions are not like attached to the root, so they're not having the natural oils and stuff like that. So it's a whole different situation for them. Yeah. Yeah, it's more. I mean, they can use it. I see where you're going from with this, but the hair for extension is completely different hair than natural hair, and you have those natural oils coming through and everything like that. So,
Okay.
okay. All right, so that's the first product that came out that is called the Luxe Prime. Now, so then Truss decided to come out with a different one, which is the Champagne Blonde. What do you think this is for?
Take the yellow out.
Toning.
Ta-da! I mean, not toning, don't say toning because it's not a toner, okay? This is to take out the warmth of the hair and then you tone. So, for example, you're sitting there and you're looking at the hair and you're like, oh, that's looking pretty good. Maybe I can take a little bit of the warmth out, to help out with my toning. That's how you will use it. You will use it in the shampoo bowl, right? There's two ways to use it. You can use it if the person comes in and they have super warm hair, and what I mean warm is like almost like yellow orange. You can do it on dry hair. I will start at the nape in sections. Do not spray it all, complete the head, and then try to rake it through. Take sections and work it through all the way through. Okay, just take your time because this is very highly concentrated. So it's gonna work really fast. Okay, so you can do it on dry hair, but take small sections. Okay, and then if you have to do half of the head, go rinse it off and then come back and do the other rest. Okay, because it works in mysterious ways. Okay, because sometimes we have blondes that are like very porous, and then sometimes we have blondes that are not so porous. So you never know when it's gonna take faster.
You pay attention.
So you can also use it in the shampoo bowl. So after shampoo, this is when you're going to use this. Okay, don't use it before shampoo. After shampoo. Why? Because after shampoo, the cuticle what? It's open. So that's when you're gonna go with this. Again, just like I said before, take some sections, spray it, work it through, and it's all about, you're gonna say, well, how much time do I leave it? On blondes, you never know. The more blonde they are, you really have to wash them. The less blonde they are, you can literally let them sit there for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? Question?
What's it actually doing? As far as, it's not a clarifier, it's not a toner.
It's taking the warmth out. So it just it's kind of reducing your warmth. Like so if you wanted to cool the hair down, this is gonna cool your hair down. So any warmth that you have, instead of like trying to, let's say sometimes like when we tone, right? Instead of like going back to the toner and saying, okay, well, I need to get a level 8 and 9 because I don't know if my hair is a level 8 or 9, right? So what this is gonna do is gonna reduce the tone, so you just get a 9 and put it as a toner. So it's gonna take some of that
So like a
harsh,
pre-tone.
exactly.
Like a pre-tone.
It's gonna take some of that harsh yellow and all.
Physics to cancel out
It's
the warmth.
it's gonna help to cancel some of that warmth out, so you don't have to. So the toner doesn't have to fight it so much. Okay, so it just kind of works faster. But yeah, question.
When we do that, let's say we notice the tone and we're like, okay, at this point, do we shampoo and then tone it, or do we just tone over that?
No, so you're gonna shampoo this and then tone.
You rinse that out.
Yeah, go.
Yes, you rinse this out.
Okay.
Yeah. Do not do it with good question. Do not do it at the same time you tone it. Like do shampoo, this, tone. Okay, because what I come to find out sometimes if you do tone and then this, because this is canceling some of the warm tones, your toner will change. Because now you're taking that tone that you just did and putting this on, and it's kind of like reversing because it's trying to take out some of those warm tones out still. So your toner will change, okay? So you understand that?
Yes.
Oh, perfect, all right. So what are we gonna do? Shampoo, and then this. Okay, perfect.
That's
So-
not shutting the cuticle down, it's just keeping the cuticle open.
This will shut the cuticle down, yes.
So then when you put that toner on it, it's just gonna sit on the surface.
No, it'll take. I mean, it's not gonna like, but it'll still take, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there times where just that will work instead of
Yes.
just, okay.
Thank you for asking. That's where I was going next. If sometimes, like I said before, I don't tone the hair because the level is perfect and it's beautiful. The owner here, she's done the same thing where she doesn't tone the hair. This, if you just need just that blonde to just kind of spark up a little bit, to just make it look a little bit bright, right? Guess what you're gonna do? This guy.
Like if your client came in to get a blowout
Yes.
You could just offer it, yeah.
And then you
for
just like,
special occasion, just to
exactly.
brighten it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
High five to that.
Yeah.
You win absolutely nothing.
Well,
Sorry, I got
water-
nothing.
That's what I was
Just kidding. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry.
Would that be good for
I got some
clients
lollipops.
that?
There you go, lollipops for you.
Well water?
Donuts.
Actually, donuts, yes. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Would that be good for clients that have well water?
Yes. So this, again, this products here is going to kind of like refurbish that hair, like put together that hair again. So again, the frizz, the elasticity, everything is gonna build up, okay? Now, if you have somebody that has well water, what I consider doing is clarifying them and then kind of doing this or something like that, okay? But that's a good point. You don't have to tone, you can do this, but again, it's champagne, so it's gonna cool the hair down, okay? Don't think that if it's warm, it's not gonna stay warm, okay? So if the hair is warm, it will cool it down. It will make it champagne, like a champagne color, okay? But they do have, if you see right over there, the honey one, yep, right there.
Oh.
They do have 4 more different colors. They have the honey, because guess what? If you have somebody that's too champagne and they want to be more warm, guess what you're going to do? Ta-da! Instead of like trying to figure out a formula back there and wasting all this money trying to figure out how to warm on up, just you can do it on dry or wet, depending on how much intensity of warmth you want. Okay? Now they also have a red. Guess what the red does? It's genius, because reds fade instantly. I use every single color line in the world. For us, it's okay. But for the client, after 2 days, they're like, oh, my red is gone. And you're like, what? I just did your hair.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's still amazing. Like, come on in, and it's like shiny, and they're like, oh, my hair sucks. So reds, they invented the Marcel red. And again, it's a sell point for your client. This doesn't mean that your client is not gonna come back. It's just gonna make sure for you that they're not blowing up your phone after 2 days. Hey, you know what? Use this on the shower after you shampoo. Put it on. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Your red is gonna be bright red as it can be.
And they're
Okay.
gonna appreciate it that you're not like,
Yes.
well, you can come back in 2 weeks and I can do
Yes,
this and
they're
do
gonna
this.
appreciate
It's
it,
gonna be
yes.
like, hey, take
My
this.
client,
Don't come back.
even though she gets red that
Yeah.
day, even
You
though
know?
she gets red that day,
Save your money.
she still wants this because she feels that the product makes the hair even better, even though I just toned it with amazing red. So I don't care. I still charge her for the toner and the product. So that's what she wants to pay. That's what she just feel. It's so psychological. She feels like it's better, and well, then that's what it is. I don't care. It's shiny, so she loves it. They also have the cool brown and the warm brown. Okay, so if you have somebody that's brown hair and they're kind of lacking a little bit of shine, usually what we do, we use a stroke 00 or something like that, right, to add shine. You just use this on the shampoo bowl, quick. You don't even have to do it. I just, an assistant or yourself, 2 seconds, a blow dry, like you said, you can charge them for a blow dry or a little bit more than a blow
Y'all
dry.
need to call it not a toner.
Yeah, don't call it a toner because it's not a toner. All you're doing is adding shine and adding elasticity and everything like that. It's refurbishing the hair, okay? It's almost like this chair right here, it looks a little dull. You just grab the spray for the leather, add it, now it's shiny again, right? That's exactly what this is, all right?
How often does a client use it at home?
They can use it as often as they want because this is not like purple shampoo that has metals and stuff like that. It's not really going to do much, but just remember, it will, the more you use it, it will, add that violet tone to it. But it's not very harsh on the hair. So the hair is always gonna feel nice and soft and shiny. Okay, so anytime, I always say like, once a week or twice a week, to try to make sure, because at that time, depending on how many washes too, because every client is different. Like I have a client that doesn't wash her hair for almost 2 weeks. And you're like, that's disgusting, but whatever.
We
But
say like every third wash.
and I have a client that every week she comes in for blow dry, so I just do it on her, So everybody's different. Then you have like people that work out that wash it every single day. So the more they wash it, the more the hair is gonna be, integrity. Okay. I want to pass it around. Just be careful, okay? If you spray it, don't spray it too much because it will get on your clothes and stain it. So I just want to pass it around. You guys can smell it, open
Okay, after
it.
leaving this on for 10 minutes, do you condition after?
Yes, just condition.
Okay.
Okay? But after shampoo, I cannot say that enough.
Right.
Do not do this and then shampoo them again, like, because I've seen that happening. And then they're like, oh, it went away, okay. So after shampoo.